And we are here with an edition of Trusty Tries Vintage Games with Racco. And I'm here with the Huckster helper, my daughter Amelia. Say hi, Amelia.
Hello.
And we are going to try this game, Racco, from Milton Bradley.
Well, if you got $1 on just a lousy down, know that I got rhythm that could suit your budget fine. You can take or leave me, but you ain't got much time, 'cause I just keep on rolling down the line.
We've already set it up, and we've read the instructions. It is copyrighted 1966. And the idea behind this, very conveniently, the instructions are in the box. You can play 2, 3, or 4 players. And we are going, normally you cut for the deal, but since I'm going to read the instructions, Amelia is going to do the deal. We are working with cards. The deck of cards comes 1 through 60. We took out 41 through 60 because we're playing with only 2 people. So we start with a dealer shuffles of cards, deals out 10 to all players. As each card is dealt, player immediately places it in a slot in his rack. Players must insert first card in slot 50, second card in slot 45, third card in slot 40, and so on. So she is doing that on my behalf since I am reading. And the idea behind is we will take the rest of the cards, put those in the middle of the game board. And the idea is to, 1 card at a time, take cards out of your stack and off of the deck, and take cards out of the deck and replace them in your little
Rack.
Rack, that is the name, Racco, and try and get them in numerical order. So one concept is, I gave a suggestion for a 2-player game, instead of just being growing in order, you can make at least 3 of the cards actually be sequential, which seems insanely difficult. So we are not going to play that version. We're going to start with the standard and see how it goes. So we've got almost all the cards down. Make a little bit more room because the deck of cards has to fit into the middle for us to be able to pull from. And we start with the 32. So we're actually going to be playing this game from behind the camera, which is just kind of surreal in and of itself. But I have a 2 already at a pretty low spot. I have a 1 up here, but I can't like switch them out. So I'm going to take a card. Well, maybe I should do that first. So I'm going to take a card. All right, so I've got a 16. So 2 and 6 are already in order. 2 and 6 are already in order. So 30, I could try and put 16 there, but there's a big gap there. Okay, this is actually going to be more complicated than I thought. So I'm going to take out the 3, assuming that I'm never going to have a 3 back that far, and see if I can put a 16 in there and see if that helps me at all.
Okay. And I will take that 3, because you can take from either the deck or the discards. I'm going to take that 3 and replace... Oh no, you have 1 and 2.
And we're going to have to shuffle through this deck. There's no way we can only do it. We only have 20 cards left in the deck.
Yep.
All right, so you're then starting with 3. So,
Yep.
Okay, so you've got a 5. For me to take the 5, I'd have to replace. That wouldn't give me any good. So I'm going to take the 6, or the Racco. So I've got a 15. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take out the 27, because then I've got 15 and 16 in order. And if I'm lucky, I can find something between 7 and 14 to go into that slot.
I'm not going to take the 27. I'm going to take a new one. Oh, 7. That's pretty good.
That would have been nice for me.
I am going to replace... He can't take the 4 without messing up his 6. So I'm going to get rid of my 4 and put my 7 there. Hopes of getting another smaller one in the middle there.
All right, so there's no need to take the 4 because she's correct. So I'm taking the 39. So we only go to 40. So I'm going to take out my 13 and put this at the very back, assuming I never get the 40.
All right. I'm going to take from here 28. Oh no. I've already got a 24 and a 25, but they're apart by 1. I'm going to take out the 30 and put in the 28.
All right. I am going to take the 30 because obviously my 1 is not going to do me any good way back here. So I'm going to take out the 1 and I'm going to put the 30 with in front of the 39.
Okay, I can't take the 1, so I will take, oh, that's all. 21. I will. I've screwed myself up a little bit. That's okay.
Yeah, I had a question about that last move you made. But I'm not that helpful.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna take out this 24. Maybe I'll get it back someday.
All right, so I'm already 15, 16, 19. I'm pretty happy with that order. 24, the only thing would be taking out the 26. So that doesn't do me any good. So I'm going to go ahead and take the next card, which is a 12. Ooh, and I wanted that because I can take out my 35. And so now I've got 2, 6, 12, 15, 16, 19, 26. So I've got a very tight window here between 26 and 30, but that would put me in Racco order.
Oh no, he's so close. All right. I'm going to take out my 11 and swap it in for the 35.
And then jumping ahead, we did read the rest of the scoring. So whoever is the first person to get their rack in order is supposed to yell out Racco, and neither she nor I are interested in doing that. But then that kind of ends the round. And then the person who gets it in order gets 75 points, and then you get 5 points per order of card in your stack, which right now Amelia would only get 5 points.
I would. I'm aware.
So this might be something we build on experience here. So 17 doesn't do me any good, so I'm going to go ahead and take out 17.
Can you do that? I thought you had to replace it.
If you take it from the discard, you have to use a discard. If you take it from the top, you can
discard it.
either
Okay,
discard it or use it.
All right.
That was in the instructions. We're not making that up.
No, I trust
It's
him.
just, we're choosing games, so it's been a while since we're figuring that out.
Shoot. I can't let you get the 29, even though I do need to get rid of it. So I'm going to take out the 36, which you can't use, and put it there.
All right, so I can't use the 36. Oh, wait. I've got a 9. That doesn't do me any good.
Doesn't do me any good either. 37, no! All right, I'm going to discard that one.
38.
40. Ugh.
Oh, I should have kept that 38. That would have given me a bigger window here, but that's okay. 40 certainly doesn't do me any good. 23. You know what? I'm going to try and open up this window a little bit more. So I'm going to swap the 23 and the 26, which doesn't change my order at all. But now I've got a little bit more flexibility in finding something in that range.
20. I don't need this.
You are so screwed.
I know. I'm aware.
22.
Yes! Prolonging the inevitable.
So we'll just, well, it doesn't do any good because the 23 would be in the discard, so we'll just leave that there. Although we are going to have to shuffle because I only have a couple cards
33. Ooh, I can fix one thing. Oh no.
I wasn't going to say
Oh god, oh no! Nope. Try and fix that situation before we do that.
14. Can't do anything with that.
31. Nope.
All right, so we're going to shuffle those up. All right, so there's a couple cards in there I could use.
Mm-hmm. There aren't many in there I could use. He's got several of the low numbers.
That's where the Jeopardy music comes in, where we wait for the shuffling of what a grand total of 20 cards left.
All right, your turn.
All right. 33. Okay, you know what? I am going to do that because I'm going to try. That'll give me a couple window opening.
All right, I'm going to take the 30. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I keep almost letting him win. 11 doesn't help me either.
17.
37.
38. Oh, that gives me a big window, though. So I'm going to go ahead and swap 33 for 38. So I've got a lot more slots to get in there. And she keeps taking the cards I want.
Yes. Okay. Wait, no, but he'll just take it. I cannot save myself. So I will sabotage. You don't need this. No! Wait, I can take it. All right, it does let him win, but at least I get some points.
I said you'll at least get some points. So, okay, so then that lets me take the 29. So I can take out my wayward 8 from the back. And then, say it with me, everybody. Racco! And so I have 2, 6, 12, 15, 16, 19, 23, 29, 38, 39. So the way that works is I get 50 points for having them all. Oh, because it's 5 points per card. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. But then because I'm also the one that went out first, that gives me the bonus of 25. So I get 75 for doing it first. You then get 5 per.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Hey, you got 25. Okay. So it's 75 to 25. This does extend to a certain period of time, either a certain number of rounds or a certain number of points. And I think let's go ahead and do one more round.
Let me redeem myself.
Yeah, so that this was literally, for everyone watching, this was the first time we've ever played this. Like, we read the directions, we had to set it up. Trust me, setting the camera up for this was not easy. That took longer than playing the game, but we have it set up, so it's a learning experience. 75 to 25, and we shall see if we do better next time around. Because you did pretty much get yourself stuck.
I did pretty early on.
Either you were going to never be able to accumulate points, or
You know
I was
what?
automatically going to win. You wouldn't accumulate points anyway because I would have ended on the next round.
All right, let's shuffle these bad boys.
And so it does have 4 of these, so you can play 4 people. It says if you go... Was this the one that said you could do it with partners?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what a partner would do, like, other than to give you somebody to argue with about what order you're doing them in. But it does change the number of cards you use. So it says there's 60 cards in the deck, 1 through 40 for 2 players, 1 through 50 for 3 players. Oh, you got... Who shuffled these? 1 through 50 for 3 players, and then all 60 for 4 players. And I wonder how this would change if we ended up having 4 players. Because, first of all... we're seeing each other's cards, and I had not taken that into consideration. You knew what card I needed.
I did. You would have won much sooner.
Yes, I would have won a lot sooner. We did not. We originally didn't think it'd matter. Literally didn't think it would matter, but we hadn't thought of the strategy aspect of it. So we aren't playing this quite the way you would in real life, I guess. But otherwise, our cards would be turned, and you wouldn't be able to see anything on the camera. Maybe if I do this again, maybe I set up 2 cameras so you'd be able to see like another game so you could see both sets. We'll figure that out. You know, this is only the second video I've done, and the other video was 41 seconds long. So we learn. Go ahead and flip over the top. All right, so 38. I don't like how low I am, but I do like 38. So I'm going to take the 38 and replace it with my 31 and do that philosophy by putting the high numbers at the back.
I'm going to take from the deck 5. All right.
Ooh, that was a good one.
I will take a 5.
All right, and I've already got a messed up order here, so I'm going to go ahead and take out my 26 and take the 37, since that would put me... nothing could fall in between the two.
Take from the top. 39. All right. Only really have one option for that one. That's all right.
All right, so I've got, realize with the camera you can't see all the numbers. So I've got 38, 37, 34. And then it drops down to 25 and then 22, which is nice. But then these are all out of order. So I've got 13, 16, 19, and I start with a 17 to a 30. So the 20, yeah, the 20 really doesn't benefit me all that much. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a low number. 32. Actually, if I tighten this up a little bit, if I take out the 25, I don't need to, but that might give me some wiggle room later. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Oh, that's annoying. Oh, no, that's going to help him. But the one would help him more.
All right, so I will take the 5 so I can at least get rid of my first lot of 17. These cards fit in here weird.
Yeah, they're not perfectly shaped.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try for another low number. No. Okay, what can I do?
So she pulled a 23.
I did. What can I do? I've got 40, 39, and then 12, 15, 4, 28, 21. So I'm gonna replace that 28. I think that's a little too high for that middle slot. And put in the 23.
So I could take the 28 and replace the 22 so that I've got 28 and then 32, but these are already in the right order. So I'm going to try and see if I can find something smaller.
No!
Oh, but that doesn't help me.
Oh, but I can take it!
Oh,
Yes.
damn it. Okay, and just for people who didn't watch the other video, in a 41-second video, I was able to successfully say the F word, so we were going to try not to swear during this video. Yeah, either way, whether I give her the 3 or if I give her the 5, she can use both. But I am going to go ahead and take the 3 because that gives me a little bit bigger room because the 4 is still missing. So
I have it.
Oh, you're going to have to discard it at some point.
Eventually. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my 11 and replace it with a 5. Gets my first 3 cards in order at least.
And for now, I need to obviously get rid of the 30, but I don't think I want to do the jump from 3 to 11 right away. So let me see if I can get something better. 10. I'll go ahead and replace my 30 with the 10.
I'm going to take from the deck 33. All right, well, that'll go to the back.
All right, that helps me.
Yeah.
So, because then I can take out my 19, so I can go from 10 to 12. And then that, I still have a screwed up order, but I'm only off by 1 now.
No. I'm not going to take it. I could just put it in the wrong place so he can't have it. So I put it wouldn't really help me at all to put it here. And anywhere else would be wrong. But if I put it down, he can replace his 13. I've gained the strategy.
Which you shouldn't know. I hate to bring that up.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to pop in my 4.
So I'll have a suggestion that you don't play this way if you ever play this game. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you don't want to use... Well, no. Because really, I need to focus. So I've got 3, 10, 12, 16. I really need to find the 17, 18, 19, 20, or 21. So I really don't want to be playing around with all of the little numbers. That doesn't help me much. So 8 does not, well, no, because there'd be too many other other cards out of order. So I will discard the 8.
2. Don't want the 2.
35. That won't benefit me at all.
24. 24 could help me a little bit. It's 50, but 15's gonna help you. Oh no, it won't. It won't. It won't. Oh, I screwed myself so bad.
29. All right, doesn't really help me a lot, but I'm going to go ahead and replace because this would get me 10, 12, 16. This is the card I want to get rid of. I'll take out the 22 and replace it with 29. So I have a slightly bigger window to grab the slot, the card to replace the 13.
I'm going to take that 22 in the trust that the 23 will come back to me in the fullness of time.
Well, yeah, in the next game. Because I'm taking it
No!
to Racco, everybody. All right, we Raccoed. So 3, 10, 12, 16, 23, 29, 32, 34, 37, 38. So I have them in order. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, plus the 25 for Raccoing first. So I'm up to 150 points.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm up to 50.
All right. You're consistent.
Yep, I am indeed.
So we will stop there, 150 to 50. But that's the game. That is Racco. So it's a Milton Bradley game. I did not check to see if it is still available. So this one is the 1966 edition. Milton Bradley Company, Springfield, Massachusetts. The game itself, the board had a couple splits, but in general, it's actually in really good shape. The cards are in nice shape. The little holders are all really good. They don't sit nice, but I think that's just either because we're doing it from a weird angle. We're just not holding them right. But hopefully you could see, we kept messing with the camera to try and get the best to see all the numbers. So hopefully you got enough of it to at least get the gist of the game. And if you ever find yourself in a Goodwill or at a garage sale and somebody's got a copy of Racco, now you at least know what it is. And I don't know, we should come up with a rating system.
Oh.
So do we give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? So I give it a thumbs up.
I would also give it a thumbs up.
All right, so we got 2 thumbs up from Trusty Tries. We got Trusty Tries, Vintage Game, Racco. Thanks a lot for everyone watching the video. Thanks for your time. Thanks for putting your trust in Trusty Huckster. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Well, show me a sign if you're wishing me to stay. Otherwise, I say goodbye and finish out the day. And that sunrise in the morning and you got nothing to say. Oh, that's when I'll be headed on my